Welcome to Code Effectively. The topic for today is what is relational and logical operators. What exactly are relational operators and what exactly are logical operators? We will be going to discuss this. Okay, this is an important topic because this will help you to improve your programming as well as your programming knowledge. So watch this video till the end. It is important for all 9 to 12 students. So let's start. See, students will ask me, ma'am, first tell me what are operators, because if we are studying about logical and relational operators, then what actually are operators? So let me tell you, operator, it's just like we can say that an operator act on, we can say that what an operator act on two operands to yield an result. Okay, this is a small formal definition that we can say. So what does, ma'am, you have given me a definition, but how we can give it? So just tell me, take an example. What is an operator? A plus B. So A and B, we can say that they are the operands. Okay, and plus is an operator. So now see, please tally this exact example with the definition that an operator acts on two or more operands to yield a result. You can see there is a one operator and two operands, and when we will do A plus B, they will give us one result. That could be anything, 10, anything. Okay, so this is what exactly an operator could be. Operator, there are many operators in Java. First we will be discussing about relational and logical operators. Okay, so this is relational and logical operator. So actually in Java there are many operators, that is arithmetic operators. Okay, after arithmetic we have arithmetic operators, and then we have logical operators. In logical we have, after logical we have relational operators, and in arithmetic we have two types of operator, that are binary operator and unary operator. Okay, so there are many things. So first we will discuss about what is logical and relational operators, because we have done a lot of time, we have used these operators in our program lot of time, but we don't know exactly their definition, so we were not able to recognize them. So today we will be able to recognize also. Let's start. First let me tell you what are relational operators. What actually are relational operators? Okay, so first we will discuss about relational operators. When we define, we can say relational operators are used to define, as the word suggests, they are used to define the relationship. Okay, they are used to define the relationship between two operands. Okay, this is, they work on two operands only, so they define the relationship between two operands. Okay, so we can also say as a synonym that they are used to make comparisons, or they are used to make comparison. Now how? Let me give you an example. Okay, comparison. So how? Like for example, let's take two operands A and B. What are the relational operator? Like this. This is my relational operator. Greater than is my relational operator. Let me tell you all the relational symbols that are used. First is greater than, then less than. Okay, and then we can have greater than equal to, we can have less than equal to. Okay, other we can have is not equals to, then we can have equal. Okay, these are my relational operators. In Java we have 6 relational operators. Okay, so now I will give you each example. Like we will say this, A is greater than B. Okay, A is greater than B. Again we can use is A is less than B. So we will hear A is less than B. These are my relational operators because they are telling the relationship between two operands, like how A and B are connected to each other. So you can see how they are connected. A is greater than B here, and here A is less than B, so they are connected with each other. We can use A is less than equals to B, which means A could be greater than B, or it could be equal to B. Okay, so here we can write A is greater or equal to B, greater than or equal to B. Okay, to B. So here in the same way, A is less than or equal to B. In the same way, you can write less than. That's it. Okay, and if we say A equal B, this means A and B are equal. If A not equals to B, this signifies A is not equals to B. So these are the relational operators that we can use. In Java, we have 6 relational operators. I think now you're able to understand what relational operator exactly means. In programming also, we say if A is greater than B, then we will print SOPLN, A is large. Okay, I'm just giving in simple English, A is large or A is big. Else we can say if A is less than B, then we can print SOPLN. A is smaller. Okay. Otherwise, we can put, or else this could be else if, and again we can put else A equal B. Both A is equal to B, we can SOPLN. So these are my relation operators that I'm using in my programming. You can see. So this is how we use them in the program. Okay, these are basic. Now you will come to know when you will do more programming. So let's start after relation operator. We will do what are logical operators. Logical operators you have used 1,000 times in your programming, but you know you didn't recognize them or you didn't know them by their name. So now today we will know them by their name. What exactly logical operators are. Let me change the ink. Okay, so what logical operators are? They are very easy. We can say logical operator combines the result of two or more expressions. Okay, and the mode of connecting the relationship, we can say the mode of connecting the relationship in these expressions are related to logic, and hence they are known as logical operators, which means they combine, that is they combine the result of two or more expressions, and then they calculate logically. After that, after combining them, then they calculate the logic and relate them. Okay, we can say and relate them logically, and then give us the exact final expression. Like for example, we can say in this logical operator there is one more speciality. They always return the value that is Boolean type value. They will always return Boolean type value. Okay, like if there is false, then it will return false, else it will return false, or it will return true. That is, they have only two possibilities, that is true and false. No other value they will return. So in Java we have only three types of logical operators, that are AND. You call this as AND. Okay, another we have is OR. This is OR. Okay, this is your OR operator. Okay, and then we have another is NOT. This is your NOT operator. So we have only these three logical operators in Java, and we are using them. Okay, like for example, let me give you in logical operators, that is we use, sorry, this is, yes. Okay, in this logical operators we use the examples. Like for example, let me just give it. We are using A plus B and B plus C. We can give this. Okay, we can give that, we have to add this also. And if A plus B is greater, we can give one more example, like if A plus B, okay, and we can give is not equals to 0. So this is your, we can put this in if. So this is your what logical operator, that it will say if it is not equals to 0, then we will, it is not, okay, it is not equals to 0. This is a logical operator also. Okay, A is not. After this we can put OR, like we use, like if A equal B and B equal C, then it is what a logic, this is what logical operator we use. If A equal B, or we can say like this, B equal C, we can use them also. In AND, what happens, if both the conditions are true, then only it will return true, else it will return false. Okay, but here if any of the condition is true, then it will return true, else it will return false. If both the conditions are false, then only it will return false, else it will return true if both the conditions are true or any one of the condition is true. This is the main difference between AND and OR. Let me give you again a clear picture. In AND, both the conditions, yeah, we can say all the conditions should be true. All the conditions have to be true. Then only it will return have to be true. Okay, but in OR what we happen, any one is true, then it will return true only. Okay, what it will give, true, else false. If else, when it will return false, when all conditions are false, then only it will return false. If any one is true, then only it will return true. Okay, so all conditions when are false, then we will have false, else if any one of the condition is true, it will return true. But in AND it is compulsory, all the conditions have to be or you can say to be true. If any one is false, the entire condition or everything gets false, and all the condition gets false. Okay, so you can see, like if A equal B and B equal C, so here A equal B should also be true, and B equal C equals to has to be true. Then if both the conditions are true, then it only AND will return true, else it will return false. But had it been simply if A equal B or B equal C, then both the conditions could be false. Then only it will return false, else if one of the condition is true, it will return true. This is all about your logical and relational operators. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, follow us on Instagram and don't forget to subscribe to the Code Effectively channel. Thank you for watching me.